Well, hello everyone, and welcome to another episode in our Talk Travel series. Today we're visiting Italy and Croatia, and these are two amazing, beautiful destinations, and not too far from home either. Now, we choose our travel partners exceedingly carefully. We're now 57 years old as a travel agency, so we've had a lot of experience and a lot of travel experience, but also a lot of experience dealing with tour operators. One of the things that's really important to us is that we get consistent quality and really high customer service from our partners. We're independent travel agents, and that means that we can deal with a huge amount. We've got a massive choice of tour operators. And the other day, a friend and client asked me, well, why would I book through a travel agent? And I thought, well, that's an interesting question, because obviously there are tour operators out there that you can either book online or you can ring directly. So before I do pass you on for this presentation, I'm going to answer that question. Because we've had a lot of experience in travel, we started off as a family business 57 years ago, and all our team are really well travelled. They're not just well travelled, they also have very good relationships with our travel partners. And that means that together we can listen to you, find out exactly what it is that you are looking for in a holiday, and then share our experience and expertise by not just recommending the airline, the hotel, the cruise ship, but also the travel partner that we think will suit you the best. Now, I have to say that we've been working with Classic Collection Holidays now for a long time. And the reason is that they have very much the same ethos as us, very high customer service. And I'm not going to talk too much about them, but just really, because obviously I'm going to be passing you on to Rachel in a second, but it's really just to say that good customer service is not just about recommendations. It's also about times like this. The last 12 to 18 months, we've been processing more cancellations and rebookings than we have actual holidays. So it's been a very hard time for everyone. And we've always been here to service those inquiries. So it's not just the good times, it's the bad times too. I think, like most of us, I'm certainly feeling that there's a bit of a light at the end of the tunnel. And the first thing that you start to think about then is a holiday. I'm going to pass you over to Rachel, because when I spoke to her yesterday and she showed me some of the images, I was transported. So how are you, Rachel? And thank you so much for joining.
Very well. Oh, thank you, Anne. Really kind of you to say.
Not at all.
I'm very well, thank you. A few technological issues, but I'm sure we'll get there today.
Well, we just want you to whisk us away, really, Rachel, today. take us somewhere lovely. As you can see, I'm pretending I'm on the Amalfi Coast today, but I'm sure you're going to show us some lovely images and tell us a little bit about Classic and Italy and Croatia.
I'll absolutely try my best for you all. Would you like me to start sharing the presentation now?
Yes, please. Now, what I would like to say to everyone, though, because we're live, the great thing about it is that you can ask questions. And if you want to ask a question, if you're not familiar with it, it's really simple. There's a little chat bubble at the bottom of your screen. It just says chat. You press on that and it opens up a dialogue box, a chat box. Type in your question anytime during the presentation. We will see it and we'll answer your questions right at the end. So that's it. Over to you, Rachel.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, Anne. It's really nice to see so many of you this morning. And I hope, as Anne said, I can whisk you away to a couple of destinations that Classic Collection have in our programme, which will give you a bit of inspiration and a bit of food for thought when you're looking at maybe travelling again. So if I just share my screen. There we go. Can everybody see that lovely image of the Italian coast? Perfect. So as I say, my name's Rachel Wood and I'm one of the regional account managers for Classic Collection Holidays here in the UK. Today, I'd really like to talk to you about Europe and a couple of destinations in our European programme, concentrating on Italy and Croatia. But before I go into a bit more detail about what you could potentially book and the experiences that you can have with Classic Collection, I just want to share with you a little bit about Classic Collection as a tour operator. So we have been in operation for almost 40 years. We take about 40,000 people on holiday every year. We're not a huge tour operator and we're definitely not a one-size-fits-all tour operator, because we feel that personal service is extremely important. So we concentrate on personalised, tailor-made luxury holidays, and as you can see on the screen, we give you the opportunity to fly from any airport for any amount of nights that you wish. We do offer a choice of 4- and 5-star hand-picked accommodation. We've got a huge range. We do larger hotels, smaller hotels, some of the more boutique and quirky properties. We have a number of private villas in our programme as well. And we even offer you the chance to stay in a Quinta in Madeira, for example, or a riad in Morocco, if that's what you choose. So anything is possible with us. And we do have a number of brochures, which I'll show you at the end. They detail all our destinations because we do cover Europe and we have a long haul programme as well. If it's something a little bit more complex that you're looking for, so it's not just a single centre holiday, we can offer you twin and multi-centre holidays too. And within all our holidays, you will have access to one of our local resort agents. They're there if you need them. They're not intrusive in the slightest, and they're there to basically offer advice and any assistance that you may need if you wish to book one of our experiences in resort, or even if you're looking for a local restaurant or something a bit more local, they're there for advice. And when you book a Classic Collection holiday through Del Mar, you do book the full package with us. So you have flights included. We always include pre-booked seats. Your luggage allowance is included in the cost, and also private transfers. So you don't have to add on things to the initial cost of a hotel or a tour. And also, I think it's quite important to note that we do like our loyal customers. So we do like to reward people who travel with us again and again. So we do offer additional savings when you book a second holiday with us. And also this doubles if you return to the same hotel within 1 year of your original booking. And all this can be booked through Del Mar World and the teams that Anne has. So really, my job today is to give you some inspiration and whisk you away to Italy and Croatia. I'd really like to be there right now myself. So for the next couple of minutes, I'd just like you to sit back and enjoy a little bit of inspiration. Oh, it absolutely makes me want to be there right now, does that video. So Italy for us is one of our key destinations. We offer a huge choice of holidays to suit each and every single customer. As you can see on the screen, we have a city break programme. So in our main Italy brochure, we have 9 cities where you can choose to take a city break. Just to run through them, there's Rome, Florence, Naples, Milan, Venice, Verona, Bologna, Parma, and a new destination for us, which is Matera, which some of you may have heard of, you may not, and I'll talk a little bit about that later. If you want to combine 2 cities, 3 cities, we offer you the opportunity to undertake a multi-centre holiday. That's absolutely no problem for us at all, and obviously we book transport for you in between the different destinations. But if you just purely want to spend a relaxing week on the shores of Lake Maggiore, for example, or on the beaches of Sardinia, or even enjoying the Tuscan countryside and the relaxation that offers, then you can just book a single centre holiday with flights and private transfers included. We do have some tours available, which I will talk about on the next couple of slides. And most of the tours you can take as a self-drive option, because I know some people like to be a little bit more independent. So there are definitely holidays to suit there. And Italy by train is one of our specialities. So as I've said, the options are absolutely endless with Italy. If you talk to Anne and the team at Del Mar about what you'd like to do, they will be able to come through to us and we can put your perfect Italian holiday together. So this is just one of the tours that we offer. This is an escorted tour, and if it's not done privately with just your group or just the 2 of you, it will be done on a very small group basis. Accommodation in 4- and 5-star hotels in Sorrento is included. And this really gets you to the heart of the Amalfi Coast. So it's a fantastic opportunity to see more of Sorrento and the Amalfi Coast, one of the most famous coastlines in the world. It's absolutely beautiful. Now, I won't run through all of these bullet points, but fair is to say that the tours are very relaxed. It looks like we include an awful lot in the tours, but they are done on a very, very relaxed basis. There's plenty of leisure time. You're not hurried from one destination to the next. There's plenty of time to take photos and really immerse yourself in the destination. So yeah, I mean, the tours are an absolutely fabulous way to see Italy, and also you can extend your holiday. You don't have to just do the tour, you can extend your holiday to go to another Italian destination to see even more of the country after the tour finishes as well. Now, again, I just wanted to highlight some of the different tours that we have available, and the 2 that we offer in Sicily are done on a self-drive basis. So the East Coast, you have your accommodation included. And again, it's a great opportunity to see more of the East Coast of Sicily. You can do this on a chauffeur-driven basis with a private guide if you wish. All you need to do again is talk to Anne, and she will come through to our team, who will be able to put something through and give you an idea of the opportunities that you can have. But again, as you can see, you know, we include 5-star accommodation, plenty of time to discover lots of fabulous places that Sicily has to offer, and flights and car hire included in the actual cost of your holiday as well. And then I think this is possibly my favourite tour that we have in Italy. I've been to Milan. It's an absolutely fabulous city. And with the Milan and Lake Como tour, you can spend 2 nights in a 5-star hotel in Milan. Again, you get lots of opportunity to experience the city independently, but with this particular itinerary, we include a grand tour of Milan, which includes entry to the Duomo, which is the big cathedral in the middle of Milan itself. The Teatro alla Scala, not sure if I've pronounced that correctly, but essentially you go and you see the Milan Opera House. And then also included is a visit to Da Vinci's The Last Supper. So some fantastic opportunities to see some wonderful, wonderful sights. And then we include first-class rail travel to Lake Como, beautiful Lake Como. And you spend 4 nights exploring Lake Como and Lugano as well in Switzerland. But perhaps the highlight, I think, for some train enthusiasts, shall we say, is the day where you experience Lake Como and the Bernina Express. The Bernina Express is an absolutely beautiful train ride. You get to experience some magical scenery, and then you spend the day in glamorous St. Moritz at the end of it. So it's an all-round brilliant day out. You get to see some fabulous fabulous scenery and fabulous sights, and then spend the day in a glamorous location as well. Some people might say that the open-top speedboat tour of the lake would be the best part of that tour. I suppose it depends what you like, but there is lots and lots to take advantage of within this particular itinerary. And again, you can extend your stay when you've finished the tour itself to see more of Italy, and to give you lots more to do when you're on holiday. So I mentioned Matera, which is the new city that we've added to our programme for this year. It's a lesser known city, I think, which is in the Basilicata region of Italy, down near the south, and it's about an hour's drive from Bari. And it was European Capital of Culture in 2019, and provides an absolutely spectacular backdrop to various films. I believe the new James Bond film, No Time to Die, was actually filmed. Some of it was filmed in Matera, because it just provides some fabulous scenery. And it's actually a designated UNESCO World Heritage Site, primarily because it's the largest cave dwelling district in Italy. All you can see on sort of the mountainside there, that all the restaurants and hotels and art galleries are actually built into the cave network. So it's a really different experience actually, and one which kind of enhances your experience of Italy. You can see over on the left-hand side, that's actually in one of the hotels. So it is very cave-like, but it's very luxurious at the same time. We offer about 4 or 5 different hotels in Matera. And again, you can twin Matera with other destinations, or even a beach break, if you wish to finish off your holiday on the shores of somewhere else in Italy. And then Italy by train, again, is something that we do on a very regular basis. You can travel by Eurostar to Paris, and then onwards to Milan or Venice, or Florence and Rome perhaps. But essentially, again, you can choose which service you want to use. So if you want to use a high-speed rail service, a sleeper service, or the regional network, then please come and tell Anne, and she will contact us and we will put something together. You can also say which places you'd like to visit, and we'll actually personalise your itinerary for you. So it's a real opportunity to choose exactly what you'd like to do, and we can put something together for your requirements. But I think, you know, the ultimate in luxury train travel has to be the Orient Express. And we offer the Orient Express, and we offer some great places to visit in conjunction with the journey that you decide. So if you wanted to take in the opera, for example, or a week in the Italian lakes, you could stop in Verona, or the choice is entirely up to you. But there are lots of different options because the Orient Express also visits Paris and Prague, as I've said. So there are lots of twin centre and triple centre options in other countries, as well as taking the Orient Express through Italy itself. You are able to book the return journeys or just a single outbound or a single return journey. So again, the choice is very wide. And here are just a couple of our favourite tips actually. I've canvassed a few opinions of people who in our business have travelled to Italy a lot. And these are 3 tips that we felt was only fair to share with you today. So if you visit Milan or Florence, the 2 huge cathedrals in the centre of the city are worth a visit on their own, but for the best view you absolutely have to climb to the roof. Not for the faint-hearted, it's got to be said, but I have climbed to the roof of the Duomo in Milan, and the views that you get of the city are absolutely second to none, so that's one must do for you. Also, if you travel back on the Orient Express from your holiday, it's cheaper. So, and also it possibly gives you a wonderful experience and a wonderful way to finish off your fabulous holiday in Italy with us. So that's one to consider. And also visit Ischia from Amalfi for a slightly quieter experience than the likes of Sorrento or some of the more well-known tourist destinations if you're looking for a quieter experience. So that's just our 3 tips if you're looking to travel to Italy at any point in the near future. And then it wouldn't be fair of me not to give you an idea on cost. So I've put together a few offers which I will forward on to Anne and she will email out to you after today. But we have, as I say, we have a variety of different ways that you can see Italy. So our Lake Garda offer is for a 4-star property, and this includes return flights from Manchester. And both of these on this page are in 2022. So we're making sure that we are potentially going to be able to travel by 2022, one would hope, fingers very much crossed. So 7th of May, it's roughly £1,200 per person. Again, a vineyard view room on a bed and breakfast basis, including the flights and private transfers. And then if a city break is more what you're looking for, we've got the 4-star Hotel dei Mellini in Rome from £589 per person, again travelling in March next year. And a week in October this year for 2 adults for 7 nights, again on a bed and breakfast basis, is from £889 per person. And then our twin centre, Florence and Tuscany coast, so you spend 7 nights across the 2 properties, both 5-star. This includes 1 free night, and again flights and private transfers from just under £1,400 per person. But as I say, Anne will be able to email you with those details after the presentation, and please do feel free to talk to any of the team at Del Mar about any of those offers that we have. So that was a quick whistle-stop tour through Italy. I would just like to now whisk you away to a different destination, or 3 destinations should I say, with Croatia, Slovenia and Montenegro. So why Croatia? Well, I haven't actually been to Croatia, I will admit, but plenty of my colleagues have, and they say that the scenery is absolutely breathtaking. There's lots of different ways to see Croatia as well, as you'll see, but there's a huge history, and there's lots of UNESCO World Heritage sites that you can visit whilst you're there. But also, I think something that's perhaps not as well known is that there is a national park also that is a tourist hotspot, I guess. I suppose one of the benefits of visiting Croatia is that your flight is quite short, so it's under 3 hours, and it's largely unspoilt by tourism, which makes it even more attractive, I think. But it's also a great place to go if you wanted to do a twin centre, or, you know, if you wanted to maybe see more of it and do an escorted tour and then have a beach break as well. So again, lots and lots of different ways to see Croatia with Classic Collection. So where to go? Dubrovnik is somewhere that offers a fascinating history. There's lots of beautiful architecture that you can meander around the streets, the cobbled streets to visit. There are city walls that you can visit, and they circle the old town. And again, it's a great twin centre destination, so you have the opportunity to visit the city and then perhaps twin with Montenegro for some absolutely beautiful beaches. Split again is Croatia's second city. Here you can enjoy a wide variety of culture, and there are sites of historical importance. So you can visit the 2,000-year-old Diocletian's Palace, and there are lots more UNESCO World Heritage sites in Split too. One of the things that somebody recommended for me to do when I actually get there is to hop on a ferry for a day on Brack Island, because that has some of the most beautiful beaches. So again, you're getting the best of both worlds with the opportunity to do a city break essentially, and then have time on the beaches and in the pretty fishing villages as well. Somewhere where there are a plethora of pretty fishing villages are the Dalmatian Islands. There's absolutely outstanding scenery. There are gorges to explore. There are beautiful waterfalls. All along the island's coastline is absolutely delightful. And we actually do some cruising around the Dalmatian Islands, which I'll tell you a little bit more about in a second. The Istrian Riviera is very popular for the likes of Pula, Porek and Rovine. And the Plitvice Lakes is where the national park is. So here there are 16 lakes which are surrounded by meadows and forests, and it's a haven for wildlife. There are some fantastic walking trails as well. It's great for bird watching. So if you wanted to team, you know, a city break and then move more towards the lakes area, then that's also a possibility with us. Again, we have lots of different multi-centre options. So you could combine Croatia with an Italian stay. So Venice in Istria is very popular with a number of our passengers. Split and the Plitvice National Park, as I've just mentioned. Highlights of Slovenia and Croatia, we also have an escorted tour as we did with the Italian. It's very similar. You have 4- and 5-star accommodation. There's transport in between the different places. So again, if that is something that you're looking for, then Anne will be able to point you in the right direction and possibly send you one of our brochures. Other options, if you wanted to just do a twin centre in Montenegro, there's Budva and Porto Novi, and also another popular one with our customers is Lake Bled and Ravine as well. But I think, again, I know you're not supposed to have favourites in the brochure, but I think this is my favourite in the Croatia brochure, is the island cruising. Now, these are not big cruise ships by any stretch of the imagination. The ships, and I kind of hesitate to call them ships if I'm honest, because they are small, but they have between 18 to 20 cabins, maximum 50 people. And they are deluxe, they are very spacious, and it's a perfect way to see some of the smaller places around the Dalmatian Islands. So there are 5 7-night itineraries. They either start from Dubrovnik or Split, and it really gives you a chance to immerse yourself in Croatia as a destination. So you sail into the heart of each town. Quite often there'll be some impromptu swimming stops on the way when the captain finds some beautiful bays with crystal clear waters, and he can't resist, you know, stopping the boat where everybody can jump off and enjoy all that the crystal clear waters have to offer. It's very relaxing. It's not hurried in any way, but it does give you a real opportunity to see a lot more of the small villages and towns that Croatia has. So when you sail into the town, you are literally in the heart of each town. And when you go ashore, again, you can take private tours, or you can explore independently. It's entirely up to you how you want to see each of the villages and the towns that we visit. When you dine, breakfast and lunch is included for you on board. Then in the evening, you're free to dine ashore. And the staff on board will help you either book restaurants, or it's as easy as just wandering into the town centres and choosing the restaurant that you wish to dine in. Again, very relaxed, and it gives you a real opportunity to enjoy all that the towns and villages have to offer. So this is on my bucket list, I have to add. So that is just a whistle-stop tour basically of Italy and Croatia for you. But as I said before, we cover so much of Europe, and we also have many long-haul destinations. These are our current brochures, of which Anne, I'm sure, will be receiving a delivery when the shop is able to open back up again. So please do talk to Anne if it's just a luxury beach holiday that you're after. We do some fabulous holidays in Portugal and Madeira, for example, or if it is slightly further afield and you're looking to visit destinations like Thailand or Kenya Safari, for example, then we do have those in our programme too. But I think it's important at the moment to kind of provide all our customers with assurances, because it is a really, really uncertain time at the moment for travel. So Classic Collection have developed the Classic Commitment, and really it's there to give you the assurances that you may be looking for, and the flexibility should your circumstances change as well. So the 3 commitments that we are adhering to is, one is the fact that we're not going to charge amendment fees should you choose to change your holiday. So that's one commitment that we've had straight from the word go. Also, we will give you a full refund if we cannot provide your holiday. So if government guidelines change, or you know, local restrictions are imposed, who knows what's going to happen. If we cannot provide your holiday, then we don't offer a credit note. We will offer you a full cash refund if we cannot actually provide you with the holiday that you've booked with us. And the 3rd commitment is that we only work with reputable partners. And I think, you know, you need that safety and security at the moment of working with reputable partners. So I think from me, that's it. Appreciate each and every one of you joining today. And as I've said, we work very closely with Delmar World at Classic Collection, and every enquiry that you have, obviously Delmar World, and they will talk to us to see if we can provide your next adventure.
Yeah, thanks, Rachel. Really appreciate that. And just a couple of questions that have come through is, and actually I think you've answered it, guarantee with your sort of cancellation guarantee, but I know that a lot of us are really itching to get away. I'm wondering whether or not we should be looking at booking something for this year. And indeed, when should we book it? Will the prices go up? Will they come down? We're in such uncertain times at the moment, we really don't know. But if people were to book now, then what you're saying is that should their holiday be affected by government and the holiday could not be provided, then they would receive a full refund.
Yes, if that's what customers, if people want to just cancel,
yes.
then yes, we would give them a full refund. Obviously there's the option to amend, so if you wanted to amend your holiday to a date further in the future, you could also do that, and we don't charge any amendment fees for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, absolutely, we don't offer credit notes, your full refund if for one reason or another we cannot provide that holiday for you.
And that really has been put in place to encourage people to make some sort of commitment if they do want to travel, but to have that flexibility should things change, because we're all a little bit skeptical about how this whole thing will pan out. Although I think we're all feeling a little bit more certain now with the guidelines that are in place at the moment.
Yeah.
My feeling is that prices will, demand increases. There's so many people that are wanting to get away. And if those prices do go up and you haven't booked anything, then you know it's a bit of a catch-22, isn't it?
Yes, and I think it's important to have something to look forward to as well. So you know, it's as a business, I think Classic wanted to provide as many reassurances as we could, and it's difficult because things are so uncertain. But you know, it's important as a business. We kind of want to be the safe pair of hands, and I think most of our customers who have bookings and who've had to move them from last year and maybe, you know, before May the 17th or whatever the new date is now, they feel that because of the Classic commitment, you know, if anything does go wrong, or you know we can't provide the holiday, then there is absolutely a no quibble guarantee that we will refund your money. We committed to actually not taking any bookings for travel before the 21st of June, right. Just as an extra safety mechanism, I think, because nobody knows when we're going to be able to travel again. Yes, the government task force is in place, but all the dates that have been advised are just guidance, really. Anything could happen and anything could change. So we just want people to feel as safe in booking future travel as possible. If anything does happen, then you know there is absolutely they're safe in the knowledge that their money is safe as well.
Yeah, that's fair enough. And of course, it's not just our travel corridors opening, it's the rest of the world as well, isn't it?
Absolutely.
So we have to book Italy, say, for September, and that's one that is on the red list. You could either, you know, change it or refund, but you could change it perhaps to a country that had the green light, so to speak.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's fair enough. And notice that you're very flexible in your durations, and that's great for us, because we love tailor making holidays around people's expectations and their wants and needs. And you do anything from sort of 3, 4, 5 nights, 10 nights, whatever. Yeah. Because in Manchester, I mean, Manchester's our local airport, sometimes we're torn between taking a scheduled flight, say with British Airways, where we have to go via London, which on a short journey is a bit irritating. Or we can sort of no frills airline, direct from Manchester. And is that something that you can provide as a direct flight on a no frills, or do you only deal with schedule airlines?
No, we deal with all airlines. So if Liverpool was an option and there was a flight available from Liverpool with one of the low-cost airlines, we'd look to include that. If you know, you can stipulate you only want to travel on low-cost airlines, it doesn't have to be British Airways all the time. So though we are a preferred partner with British Airways to give us some flexibility on cost with them, we absolutely can include some of the all the low-cost airlines that are available from Liverpool, from Manchester. If any of your customers are from further afield and want to travel from Birmingham or East Midlands, then yeah, that's absolutely an option for us to do that. So all we need to know is where you want to fly from, and we can put something together based on everyone's requirements.
I've just had another question from somebody who said, how can we get hold of the brochures that you had on your screen? Now, we are not open, our doors aren't open at the moment, although Howard, my business partner, and myself, we're in the office most days. If it is that we've got them in stock, we'll post them out to you. Just type in what you would like and what you're interested in, and we'll get them out to you. I'm not absolutely sure if we've got them in, you'll get them within the next couple of days. If not, it will be a little, another week or so. But do let us know if there's anything amongst that you'd like us to send on. It'll make lovely bedtime reading. Yeah, well, thank you, Rachel. If anybody's got any questions, now is your chance just to get in there. But, I really appreciate you joining us. And Rachel, thank you so much for your time.
Welcome. I've enjoyed myself today.
Me too.
Transported to somewhere other than my office. So.
Well, I wish this background was real.
No.
Just to say to the people that have joined us, I can see your names, and it's just so lovely. It's the best thing that we get, to actually speaking to you properly at the moment. We can't wait to open our door. But next week we are, if you've ever fancy going to the islands, this is what we're doing next week. We're going to join Celebrity Cruises, who actually a couple of years ago, they built a brand new ship that was designed just to tour the Galapagos Islands. And so we've invited them to come and talk to us next week about it. Now, the chap that's joining us, he's called Leon, and he's got a great personality. And what he doesn't know about the Galapagos is nobody's business. So if it is on your bucket list, please join us next week, Wednesday, 12 noon. It'll be live again. If you want to sign up, it'll be on our website tomorrow for you to do so. And of course, we will invite you, as we always do. So that's it from us this week. Thank you so much for joining us. Any questions, give us a call on our usual number, and we'd love to hear from you. Bye for now. Keep safe.